Previously on the September vlog.
Today is very special indeed, friends, because it is the day that my parents come into town.
The continuation. On our parents' anniversary day, we went for round 2 with the mouse at Tokyo Disney Sea. This park is our favorite of the two, even though it has more roller coasters. There are so many good shows here, and we wanted to ride our favorite attraction, but first, we stopped for something to eat at Zambini Brothers Ristorante. Just like yesterday at the Magic Kingdom, the manager here also brought out a tablet so we could filter food based on our dietary restrictions, and we ended up getting a vegetable curry with rice for breakfast. Then it was time to ride some attractions, starting with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This part of the park is heavily inspired by Jules Verne, including an attraction called Journey to the Center of the Earth, which we would have liked to ride if it didn't have a drop. This attraction was a lot less intense in that regard, but if you are claustrophobic, you might want to skip it, as it takes place in small submarines for an underwater adventure. Instead of walking around the park to the next location, we decided to take the steamer line. The scenery from the water is lovely, and it's a nice, low-energy way to explore, especially on a hot summer day. Much like the train in the Magic Kingdom, this boat takes you around the park and lets you get off at another location. For lunch, we stopped at Miguel's El Dorado Cantina to try the clearly labeled plant-based taco that they serve. We weren't expecting it to be a cold taco, which kind of threw us off, but it still tasted okay. When we lived in Florida, we would participate in the live Indiana Jones show whenever we were at Hollywood Studios. And in California Adventure, we always made sure to ride this attraction every time. So we, of course, insisted on taking our parents to the Indiana Jones attraction. As we made our way into Agrabah, everyone's inner child was very excited to see the double-decker merry-go-round. It was so much fun to take it for a spin. And we couldn't leave the park without taking a relaxing ride on the Venetian gondolas. This is another great way to see different parts of the park by waterway and view the beautiful Italian-inspired architecture. If you watched our behind-the-scenes video from a few weeks ago, you'll know that we recently starred in a Japanese film called Iriso. We were extremely grateful that the director agreed to wait for our parents' trip before releasing the film so they'd be able to attend the premiere.
I just want you to be so excited about it. I think you'll come to the theater. Make us kind of noise. I mean, if you don't like it, say that. I mean, that's the kind of atmosphere I want. You understand what I'm telling you? So, that's what it is.
And I'm just going to read out some facts we had in this incredible, lovely interview. 1994, the genocide in Rwanda murdered in 100 days 1 million people.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Really pleasantly surprised that so many people come. Last time last year, that was when I had I borrowed this place 7 days and my movie show. During that time, in 3 days, nobody came, not even a single person. So this time that so many people come, I really like it. I mean, it's really good, and I just hope you enjoy this movie.
Hello. My name is Marista. In the film, I play Agatha. This was my first time doing a lead in a film, and I was very excited. I was very happy that Mr. Kuyihara here allowed me the chance to help bring his vision to life, and I'm just happy to be here. Thank you all so much for showing up, especially on my friends.
First time doing a lead role, so I was happy to hear everyone reacting and participating and paying attention during the movie, and I just hope you liked it and that we could entertain you today. Thank you so much for showing up. Woo! The premiere went so well, and we're happy that many of our friends showed up to support. Originally, there was only going to be one showing, but there was so much interest that the director had to book 2. It really warmed our heart that our parents were there and that they could meet our partner and have a nice dinner together after the movie. Even on vacation, there's no rest for the wicked. So, the next day, we took our parents to TeamLab Borderless, an interactive installation of art without boundaries.
Artworks leave rooms, move through the halls, and enter other spaces.
TeamLab actually has several different locations around Japan with varying themes. You can actually watch a video where we visit TeamLab planets by clicking the card. But today at Borderless, you'll be transported into a vibrant world of lights and sound like no other. We all agreed that the bubble universe was one of our favorite rooms. Being surrounded by high ceilings, mirrored floors, and hundreds of delicate glass bubbles filled with lights changing in color and intensity was really something special. We honestly felt like we were in a beautiful pocket universe that someone trapped so that others might share in its delight. TeamLab Borderless definitely lives up to its name. With all of the rooms connecting and the art moving from place to place, it was a great and fun challenge walking around trying to find and explore every inch of the building. Even though we saw so much, we're still not sure we experienced every piece of artwork. Many of the exhibits in Borderless have interactive features that are subtle, but in the future park at the Sketch Ocean, we had the opportunity to directly contribute with the art. We each chose our own fish to color and design, and when we finished, it was uploaded, scanned, and dropped into the water with a school of one-of-a-kind creatures. When you're planning activities to do in Tokyo, we highly recommend heading to one of the TeamLab experiences for a day of art and fun that fits into any itinerary from solo trip to family vacation. You'll probably be shocked to hear that after walking around TeamLab for hours, we got pretty hungry. So we took another short walk to Alchemy for dinner. This restaurant has an earthy yet classy vibe and prides itself on the use of fresh and sustainable products. Everything we ate was an absolute winner. And if you'd like to take some additional food home to cook with, there's even a small shop in the back. Thank you, fair travelers, for joining us again on our family vacation in this part of the September vlog. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to know when the third and final installment will be up. Please like this video and leave a comment about which place you've enjoyed seeing so far. Until next time, eat well and travel often.